You're not broken. You just program. And what do I mean by program? You don't value your essence. You don't value your life force. You don't value your potent energy. You think of it as just some fluid within you. You don't know its true power. And that's okay, because I was once like that too. You gotta understand, bro. We all grew up thinking that it was okay, or it was good to have a bunch of females and feed our ego with having a lot of females and sleeping with a bunch of different females. Or it was even okay to release to screens or websites. But in reality, all that's doing is taking away your life force. It's draining you mentally, physically, spiritually, essentially making you super weak. I always like when I'm talking to people and I'm explaining like the feeling, I explain it in Call of Duty or Fortnite terms, because that's probably the easiest way I can explain it for people that actually retain and been on streaks or went on journeys and been on it for a little minute. You'll understand what I'm saying. When you retain it in Call of Duty and Fortnite terms, it feel like you got full armor or full shield. You got 3 plates, or you got 100. But once you release, it feels like you at 1 HP, or you one shot. Your motivation drop, your drive drop, your confidence drop. It feel like you get weaker mentally, physically, and spiritually. And it's like it's taking like a big chunk out of you, like it's grabbing it and taking it from you. And that's one of the best ways that I can explain how it makes you feel. But for the people that don't really retain and release on the regular, they bodies got equipped to this natural feeling or this natural state of weakness. So they don't even feel this energy drop or this weakness that I just explained. They don't even feel it because this is their normal state. It became normal to them. And even thinking of that, I know that's just a horrible feeling. You probably think you enjoy your life, or you probably think that life is good, but if you're retaining and valuing your essence, life would be a whole lot better. And I guarantee that. If you constantly releasing, you probably feel like you're in a cycle of mediocrity, of inescapable reality or feeling that you just can't seem to shake no matter what you do, no matter what vices you indulge in. It seems like nothing can break this cycle or nothing can fix you. And you probably think it's something wrong with you. And you probably never even questioned it was you wasting your potent energy, your life force. But that's exactly what it is. And expect to do better, be better, achieve better if you wasting your precious life force, your precious energy, your precious creative energy. I know it's hard, bro. I know it's probably seemed like something that you think you can't do, but you can, bro. All you doing is giving yourself this cheap dopamine. It's a little cheap dopamine release. That's not really worth it. You may feel good for a second or two, maybe even 3. But after that, you feel this draining, toxic hole in you that can't be filled with nothing that you give yourself. It just seems like you can't move forward. You can't make no progress. So you run to that. You run to the screens. You run to the websites. You run to girls who you know that's not good for you. Girls you know that's just flesh. It gets you to a point where you start making these external excuses. But in reality, everything that you're dealing with is internal. You gotta fix your internal. Maybe you can leave that alone. So maybe once you do that, you start talking to more people. You meet some good people. People that can put you in good positions. Maybe you stop making bad decisions. Hanging around the wrong friends. Maybe you leave the vices alone. Maybe. You probably feel like a ghost in your own story. Just another character in the world. And I mean, it's not your fault. You were programmed. That's what they wanted you to think. They wanted you to think that you just another person in the world, bro. They don't want you to have your essence. That's why they promote so much lust in the world. They promote it. They want you to fall into the trap. And so far, you have been falling into it. But, like I said, it's still time to turn it around. A lot of people in the world, they view the practices useless, foolish. They view it as you can't get no females. And all of these things are just a lack of knowledge or cope. Because they know internally they broken. But they don't know what it is. They don't know how to fix it. And they even might dismiss you as foolish or a lame. But bro, once you start retaining, you will look at them so much different. You will be like, oh, I see why you the way you is. Everything will start making more sense. And the Eastern philosophers and masters, they all knew this. They knew releasing was one of the lowest and useless acts that you could do. They knew that. They knew it was taking away your creative power, your creative energy, your spark. They knew. But the West brainwashed everybody. I feel like they want to keep everybody docile and keep everybody asleep. You choosing to be a slave or a creator. You losing your vitality to this, bro. Your essence, your potent energy, your creative energy, bro. And all of this information has been stolen from you, from the world. It's giving you this cheap dopamine, this little feel-good feeling, and making it seem like it's normal. They promote all of this. The weak dopamine that's not doing nothing for you but making you feel less of. As within, so without. You feel like shit externally because you feel like shit internally. How do you expect to treat yourself with such disrespect, waste your essence, and expect for the world to treat you a certain way or treat you good? The world is just a reflection of how you see yourself. So if you see yourself as this low vibrational bot, all the world gonna do is just give you a mirror and have people respond to you as in the way that you respond to yourself. So essentially, if you in a low place and you want people to treat you better, things to go your way, you gotta start treating yourself way better and start valuing your essence. If you going through that, go on retention. That's one of the best things I can tell you. The power in your reality don't rely on getting a new job, a brand new car, new clothes, new shoes. You gotta fix you, bro. Within. Once you do that, everything is gonna start reflecting your external. You go love this feeling. You might never want to go back. It's not your fault, bro. You was programmed. You was programmed to feed your ego with hookups, websites. And in reality, it does nothing for you but drain you. Like I said, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And it's a part in you that know deep down lusts ruining you. Your devotion, strength, your vitality, your memory, you know it's ruining you. And you might catch yourself when you're lusting or in the moment or you trying to link this girl. You might realize that, I know I should be doing this. And by this, I mean some that's going to make me better or some that's adding to my life. But I really want this feeling. I really want this satisfaction, this need to feed my ego. In reality, all of it is just the programming talking. And you just left weaker than you was before you did it. Once you release, semen is lost. And by the loss of semen, life is wasted. But not leave a like, leave a comment, and drop a sub if you new or if you haven't subbed yet. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. And I'll see y'all in the next one.